Hello, in this video we'll be discussing hydrogen bonds. So let's not wasting your time, let's get right to it. Now when it comes to hydrogen bonds, all bonds are super important in a lot of aspects, but you could argue that hydrogen bonds are the most important, certainly inwardly in our body. You could make that argument. But again, we want to talk about hydrogen bonds. They certainly link molecules together, as it says, but the most important thing to remember about a hydrogen bond that it is not a bond between two hydrogen atoms. It is a bond between a hydrogen atom of one molecule and the main atom of another molecule. As you can see here in the water example, the hydrogens are bonding with the oxygen of another molecule. And if we extrapolate that out, the oxygens on the top would have hydrogens attached to them and make the water molecule keep adding to the amount of water. Now, hydrogen bonds, we're talking about them here, but when we look at chapter 3 especially, we'll see a lot about hydrogen bonds. But some of the big examples, DNA is held together by hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds are weak bonds, but that's helpful. That's beneficial. You can think of the refrigerator magnets. Those magnets that can, they're on your refrigerator. They can hold a couple of pieces of paper, maybe a construction paper or whatever, but not a lot of weight. They start to slide down if you get too much weight in there. But it's important because with DNA, it has to be taken apart so often to be copied and replicated that you wouldn't want a hard bond there. It would take too much energy to take it apart. It can be torn or whatever if there's a lot of energy involved in the breakdown. But you can see in the diagram the hydrogen bonds holding the nucleotides together across the middle, forming those ladder rungs of the DNA, which again we'll talk about a lot in chapter 3. We could not live without hydrogen bonds. In our next video, we're going to be looking at the properties of water, and the properties of water are all beneficial because of hydrogen bonds. But we will get to that during that time. Well, that's our video for this. The next time we get together, we'll be talking about the properties of water. We'll see you then.